Today we're going on a little adventure on a bicycle ride. The Marina at Nice kindly lets you borrow electric bicycles that are actually pretty cool. This is about 1 kilometer just around the coast, but you can see how beautiful it is. Look at that. That is not bad at all. That's the port there, and Cannes is around that way. It's a little bit windy, so I'm not going to be standing on the edge, but look how beautiful that is. I will be leaving Nice this afternoon. It's been lovely, really nice place. It's not expensive, and the shops are really close by. There's plenty of places to get food and supermarkets and everything, but it is time to depart. I have some big plans.
Yesterday you said hello, but you drove right by. I gotta know what's up with that, 'cause I thought you were the nicest guy when I met you, and you held me in your arms all through the night.
Nice is literally the other side of this hill, but this is free and lovely, and Nice is about 40 euros a night, which isn't much, but if you stay a few nights it adds up. So trying to be economical, and you know, this isn't exactly slumming it. It's quite nice. We have a very large liner right in the distance there, kind of blocking my way out, but I'm sure I can sneak around him. And I've been hanging out at the this marina here, A, because it's nice, B, because I had to pick up some mail, and C, because it was really hot out there, and the air conditioning only works when I'm plugged in here. So I just sucked it up, paid them some money, and plugged in. But it's cooled off a little bit. It'll probably warm up again, but for now it's a bit cooler, and I'm going about 4 kilometers around the end up there, and I'm gonna just drop the anchor. But I just noticed that as I was dropping the line off, it didn't make the usual splash, and I'm like, huh. So I look over the front of the boat and I see this, and luckily I noticed in time, because if I'd have driven off with that attached to the anchor, it would have pulled up under the boat, got snagged around my propeller. I'd have been stuck out there with no propeller, no nothing. It would have been a disaster. But disaster has been averted. And this house right there used to belong to David Niven. It's called The Lair, and it's been used in Bond movies and a few other peculiar movies. But it's got its own little dock at the front there, and that house goes back further. It's kind of cool. It's not a bad location either. Not bad. Good morning from Gulf Juan. I started to learn French. I know that sounds a bit silly, but I found this little app that's quite good at slowly dragging your ass into learning a little bit of French. Because I'm not good at languages. I think I'm going to be in this area until the summer rates start. Once the summer rates start, it gets a bit more expensive. I mean, here it's 15 euros a night, which is so fucking cheap. It's really good. But after the season kicks in, everything gets more expensive, and I might head towards Malta. I'm gonna take the trash out, and I need to go pick up something from the Amazon hub thing. One of the bonuses about being here is just walking to the shops. You walk along here. How nice is that? Another thing I've noticed here in France, and I didn't notice it for a while, but then after a while you're like, is that they leave the tables out and they're completely unlocked. The chairs they're not locked, they're just left. And no one steals anything. No one steals, well, I mean, occasionally you're gonna get a bike stolen, but these bikes get left all over the place. They aren't even locked. And just like that, I mean, I'm not sure that would last very long in Torquay, where I come from, or London, but in Nice and Cannes, I noticed the same thing. They just don't lock shit up all the time. I like it. And alas, this is not some new high-tech device. It's just an adapter that allows me to plug French stuff into British plugs, because the boat is mostly British plugs, which is fine, but you need adapters. See you later.
Bye.
I had to come back to Beaulieu-sur-Mer, which is here, my old stomping ground. I'll be back here in a few weeks, I'm sure, but I had a FedEx package that was being delivered, so I had to come pick it up. It might not be the most exotic location, but the local supermarket here has really good fresh sushi, and the one back home doesn't, so I spoiled myself. The way you make trains successful is you make them more clean and reliable and safe, and most of all, cheap. This ticket to go from my home base right now, Gulf Juan, to Beaulieu-sur-Mer is €7.20. That's a return ticket, and that's an hour's journey each way. The reason I went back to Beaulieu-sur-Mer was to pick up a package. I ordered some big flags. These aren't for sale. These are just like promotional things that I can use. I might get some later if things take off, but we'll see. So far, really happy. I've sold about 160, and I always put in extras. If people buy one, they get 2 or 3. And I've sent a ton out to marinas just to give out to their favorite customers. I don't know if they'll do that yet because it's a bit new still, but it's still picking up momentum, which is really good. And someone did recently ask me what I did with my mail, and that's a very good question because it took me a while to solve the problem. There's a couple of things you can do. You can either have people send stuff to your marina, which most marinas are fine with it, even if you're just staying a little short period of time. Some marinas are like, oh no, you have to be a berth holder to have mail sent here. But they can be flexible. They're all different. But the other thing that you can do is I use a thing called boat mail. Now I found boat mail because I needed an address for my driving license in the UK because I wasn't living at my mother's house anymore. And so I found this place called Boat Mail, and Boat Mail is run by one person called Joanna. And if you have things sent to Joanna's address, then she will scan it for you. She opens the mail legally. You have to sign something giving her permission, but then she'll scan it and email it to you, or will tell you that she's got something that she can't scan, like a credit card or something, and then she'll forward that to wherever you need it forwarded to. It's an absolutely fantastic service, and I probably couldn't do what I'm doing if it wasn't for Joanna at Boat Mail. So thank you very much, Joanna. You are amazing. Good morning. It's a beautiful morning. So nice. There's my little friendly flag up there flapping away, and I thought it was going to rain a bit more the other day, so I covered everything up here, but it ended up hardly raining at all. What am I going to do today? I don't know. maybe tidy up a little bit.